just got back from spending 5 days in Copenhagen, and I thought I'd share with you what we got up to. We got extremely lucky with our Airbnb. It was absolutely beautiful. We started the first day at Darcy's Cafe for breakfast, which was wonderful. And then we made our way over to the Open Air Museum, which I'd seen a few pictures of, and I was very excited to go. It's a little further out from the city, but it didn't take very long to get there. And it's full of buildings from all over the region that had been transported and placed in the museum. There are a few that are already at the site, but I think there's only like 2 or 3 that were there. So they've literally moved these buildings and plonked them all in this area. And it was pretty incredible. I would really highly recommend going here. I could have spent a whole day just walking around. I also love a boxed in bed, and all of these beds were boxed in with little curtains. And it's just made me want to do one in the spare bedroom even more, even though I don't have the space for it. We then headed over to the Design Museum. Our Airbnb was pretty close to Freetown, Christiania, which is a very interesting area of Copenhagen. We found this very cool junk shop. And then we jumped on some bikes and headed over to Lille Bakery, which was sadly not as good as I remember and absolutely heaving. After breakfast there, we went over to Copenhagen, but they'd planted so many amazing trees, wildflowers and grasses all the way up. It was very impressive, and the view from the top was also pretty good. I did not like the look of the climbing wall though, that goes up the side. That was absolutely terrifying. I found this whole area of Copenhagen a little bit spooky. We wandered over to Copenhagen Contemporary, which was interesting. I probably wouldn't bother going unless you love contemporary art. Wasn't my favourite, but it was in a cool location and it was interesting. Stopped off at Gani on the way back to our Airbnb, had a little refresh, then went out to do some of the shops, and that included Self-Made, which is my favourite fabric shop in Copenhagen. For dinner that evening we went out to a little street food market, which apparently I didn't film anything of. The next day we actually went to Darcy's Cafe again for breakfast, and then we walked over to Frederiksberg Park. I loved this park, it was so relaxing, and they actually have a lookout point that you can go to look at the elephants from the zoo, but sadly the elephants weren't there that day, so we didn't see the elephants. We stopped off for pizza at Mother, which was in the meatpacking district. And then just wandered around having a little explore. We went into a few vintage shops. That evening we decided to make the trip down to Dragor, so we got the metro to the furthest point and then rented donkey bikes and went the scenic route to Dragor, which took about 50 minutes on the bike, and that was quite a rough ride on a rented city bike, but we did it and we got to Dragor. It was beautiful. The scenic route was very pretty as well, so that was worth doing. We had a great fish and chips and then we headed on home. On our final day we had a late flight, so we made the most of having the time and we went out to the Louisiana Museum of Modern Art, which is about an hour's train journey out of the city. It was in a very beautiful spot, lots of lovely art. But we really enjoyed that little trip, and then I desperately wanted one more cardamom bun before we went home, so we found this cafe, Alice Cafe, and it's so typical. You find one of the best cafes just before you leave, and it's literally right by your Airbnb. Then we had to say goodbye to the beautiful Airbnb, but I think we will definitely be back. We even discovered it had this really cool painted staircase at the back. We headed on home. My Rue tote bag was actually perfect for my carry-on. And that was our little trip to Copenhagen. When we got home, I ran straight into the garden and just soaked up all of the goodness.